Welcome to the Process of Purpose podcast. Again, we're here to help inspire and motivate people to find their purpose through the process of spirituality, health, and wealth, using godly principles and values to break through to the life that God has called us to live. We're here with Christian Fuentes on the Process segment, and we're going to be talking about how Christian came from Mexico and became the top producer he is today. Here's the episode.
Of course, my name is Christian Fuentes. Myself and my wife are the owners of Remax Top Producers. Do I look at either one, huh?
I guess. Yeah, I think Facebook's the more important one.
In the middle, somewhere in here.
Yeah, you're good.
So we opened the office 7 years ago. I've been in the business for 21 years now.
21 years.
We now are almost close to 200 agents. I think we're like 185 or 96, so we're almost at the 200.
Really?
That was the goal, to hit 200 this year, and we've been blessed. We have a lot of people reaching out and making moves, and as you know, we have a great culture here.
Definitely,
have a great office. So again, 21 years in the business, and I also sell real estate. I do run a team. I flip houses.
Do it all.
As you know, we flip houses. And
what's your hashtag name?
El Más Chingón Flipper.
There you go.
So, El Más Chingón Flipper. I'm sure there's some fans there.
There you go.
Some love, some emojis, some hearts, or something.
Go.
If you're a fan,
couple thumbs up.
That's right. So El Más Chingón Flipper, and then we also have an escrow company. We own an escrow company which is called Legacy First. So.
And then you were also you came out on HGTV with your wife, right?
Yes, that's right. We got picked up by HGTV recently, and we just aired a couple like month and a half ago. And,
it was awesome.
When aired nationwide and flipping show. So it's called Fearless Fix.
Nice, yeah, and I seen that. You guys were super excited. You guys were really good on there. I actually watched it with my in-laws.
Oh yeah.
I was like, guys, my boss is on TV. We gotta watch it right now.
Yeah.
They were super excited for me. They were like excited for me, and I was like, yeah, that's my boss right there. Yeah. That was pretty cool, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it went nationwide, which is kind of cool because we just came back from a NARAP event in San Diego. And there's people from all over the nation, and we kept having people come over saying, hey, we saw you in New York, Atlanta, Texas, and just the love that we're getting from a lot of our NARAP families has been great. So
nice, awesome, man. And how long have you had this office for? I mean, Remax Top Producers.
So 7 years ago, we opened up this particular branch, and a couple years later, we extended, and then we opened Chino Hills branch.
Okay,
that was our second office we opened up, and then 2 years ago, we opened up Brea.
Okay, nice.
Brea in Orange County.
You're just about to have your 2-year anniversary, right?
2 years, yeah.
Wow.
Next week, if anybody wants to come down and
anyone will come by.
Anybody come down to party. 2nd year anniversary, Brea.
September 27th.
27th.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay,
should be fun.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna just jump right into it. We had a little bit of trouble trying to get all this situated, but we're finally getting going. And so if you could just kind of just share your story and really just where you're from, your background and where you've come from.
Sure. I actually come from Mexico.
Mexico, okay.
Mexico City.
Mexico City, huh?
Distrito Federal, any Chilangos.
There you go.
Chilangos, put more emojis. But I actually grew up in Mexico City.
Okay.
I was about 12 years old when we came to the United States. My dad used to work for A1 Products. I don't know if you heard of A1.
Okay, yeah.
Cosmetics.
Yeah.
So he would get transferred to Los Angeles. We came on a visa and been here ever since.
Nice.
Came to the country, no English whatsoever. I didn't speak English at all, and it was a little tough in the beginning, getting used to learning English. We actually moved to Diamond Bar, top it off. So I would say like 99% of people were white.
Really?
So nobody spoke Spanish in the school that I went to, and so it was just adapting and learning and going through that. But obviously, we came to the U.S. because my dad wanted, just to do something better for the family. So
the opportunity, right?
The opportunity, yes.
Awesome. So you actually had an opportunity. You guys came over here and you took full advantage of it, right?
Yes.
Right. And there's a lot of things that can stop you. You can make excuses. Hey, I came from Mexico. I don't know English. I know sometimes you talk about your accent sometimes. Mm-hmm. But that makes you who you are now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's right.
People see Christian Fuentes and they know the accent, they know who you are, stylish, ready to go. So no, super awesome. But so in that transition, that when you came from Mexico, getting into business, what were some maybe like early struggles that you had?
Well, I've been getting into business. I mean, let me rewind a little bit. The accent was a big deal for me in the beginning because learning English, having an accent, and then having kids laugh at you at school when you were speaking, especially, if you remember being in class and having to do a presentation in front of your classmates, and then obviously here I am with an accent, and people start laughing at you. I went through some time, a couple of years where I would not speak because I was so ashamed of, or not ashamed, but like embarrassed of my accent. Eventually that went away, and got rid of the fear. And then from there, at 21 years old is when I got my first job. I was working retail. Actually, at 20 years old. And just got into retail. By 21, my dad pushed me to go into real estate. I actually have to give credit to my dad.
Really?
He said, hey, you should be going into some kind of real estate business. And I was like, well, what's real estate? I had no clue what real estate was.
Yeah.
And, I was going to school. I was doing a lot of partying, and I was, working.
Making a lot of money.
Making very little money.
Little money, okay.
Little money, not a lot of money. I was a assistant manager for a shoe store.
Oh, got it. This is prior to real estate.
Prior to real estate. Yeah. So then, because of my dad pushing me to real estate, sparked my interest. Make a long story short, I got a job as an assistant at 21 to work for a pretty good producing team back in those days. They would do about $300,000 a year, which 20 years ago, that's probably like $1 million now.
Yeah, that's really good.
So they would make very good money. They drove Mercedes, Benz. They had a mansion in the country in Diamond Bar. And I went to work for these people, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I was an assistant, no experience. They gave me a shot. They hired me. And within a couple of years, I learned a lot.
Awesome.
They were able to teach me the ropes. And, being young, I was fast learner. I was hungry. I wanted to just keep learning and learning and learning.
That's good.
And I think it was good for me to learn from people that were being successful already in the business.
Yeah.
That time, because I saw the lifestyle that you could have having your own business in real estate. I also got involved with coaching when I was young. I got involved with Mike Ferry, so I was able to experience that and realize, wow, there's somebody that's a coach that talks to you on the phone, that's successful, and actually tells you how you can become successful.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a no-brainer. Why do people
Let's
not
do
get
it.
more coaching?
Yeah.
So I got introduced to coaching, and then a couple years later, I got my license. And it got to a point where I couldn't really grow with the team that I was working with, but because I realized early at that age that in order for you to be able to be successful, you need to learn from successful people already.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I already learned some real estate from these guys, what if I find someone that's doing more than them?
Yeah.
So I went out and I looked around and I found the best team I could find, real estate team, local. And I found two guys, Mark and Al. They are in the Glendora area. And I actually bumped into them because I was at a real estate assistant school training to become a better assistant. And I met their assistant, and she was telling me how they would do a couple hundred deals a year and how they run their office, their team, their systems. And I'm like, man, I got to go work for those guys because I knew I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more successful. Sure enough, I got my license, went and applied with them. They weren't even hiring.
You're like, I'm just going to try it.
But I was like, hey, guys, I want to work for you. And they were kind of shocked, like this Latino kid. I mean, because Mark is white and Al is Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah.
And here I'm Latino with an accent, and I'm like, hey, I really want to work for you. And they're like, well, we're not hiring. And I was like, listen, I can promise you I'm going to do whatever it takes. You tell me what to do, I will do it. I'll be here all day, 12-hour days, weekends, you name it, I'll do it. Just give me a shot. And they hired me.
Wow.
So that was the beginning of me actually being still in their team, but the sales part of it, because I was being an assistant.
Yeah.
Then I became a buyer's agent for Mark and Al. And I remember the first 4 months, I think I make like, I don't know, close to $50,000.
Wow. That's how long ago?
This is like 20 years ago.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. It was like 17 years ago.
Wow.
And I was my normal yearly, I would make about $25,000 a year.
Yeah.
So I was like hooked. So I quit school. I stopped working my previous job because I was actually working 2 jobs. and I started working for the team worked for them for 5 years.
Okay. So during that time when you had those say the 5 years, just starting out in real estate, what do you think were some early struggles?
You know what? I think for me the struggles were, time management. You get so busy with all this busy work, and I mean back then because I was a bar agent, I was fed a lot of leads.
Got it.
But there was a lot of lead work. I really didn't have staff or assistants to help me out. So, I mean, good thing I was single.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to worry about that. Going home to a wife or to kids or anything. But I think I was so busy, overwhelmed with writing up contracts. I was, meeting clients, back-to-back appointments, lead generating, open houses. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And I was literally working 7 days a week, 12-hour days, maybe 14-hour days. So I think it was, just being busy, but not really knowing how to delegate.
Got it.
Back in those days. But one thing I know that before I started working for Mark & Al, I had that in my mind, which very quickly I was able to get rid of. It was I was insecure, and not very confident.
Got it.
So when I started working with them, I was like, oh my God, I'm working with this great team, and they were giving me clients, and then here there was a doctor, or here there was like a professor.
Yeah.
And they're like, here you go, show them houses, sell them a house, $750. I'm thinking, why is this guy going to want to work with me?
Yeah.
I'm new in the business. $750. The guy's a doctor.
Fresh.
Why? And luckily I had them to tell me, you're great, you can do it.
Yeah.
You got this. Go out, just be yourself, just do what you do. You're great at doing things. And I think the fact that I went out and did it, even though I didn't think that I was confident enough to do it, just going out and doing it, I realized, damn, I'm pretty good. I got this.
I can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. I could do it. I'm good at it. Clients were giving me compliments. I was actually bringing results. I was making deals. I remember, I think maybe my second year in real estate, full year, probably did like 40 deals.
Wow.
And then it went up to 50. And then I was doing about 60, 70 a year.
Wow.
Mainly buyers. I remember one month I did like 14 or 16 transactions in 1 month, just buyers.
That's crazy. People don't do that in their lifetime.
That's right. So many don't.
And it's crazy that you say that, because when I first came into the office, I kind of had that same feeling. Like I didn't have the confidence, and usually in anything that I do have the confidence, right? And when I came into the office, I was really intimidated because there's a lot of big hitters here in this office. Yeah. And but one thing about this office, the culture that we have here is like you always say, success is contagious.
That's right.
And it really is. And people here are really an open book. So kind of like you said, Mark and Alan, how they were giving you that confidence. Yeah. That's the same type of confidence that I've been receiving as I came, to Remax Top Producers. So yeah. super. If you guys are looking for a real estate office, this is the place to be. Definitely.
That's right.
Definitely. So do you feel like that rough start kind of gave you an edge in life or edge in your career, in your business?
When you say rough start, what do you mean by rough start?
Well, like, how you were saying that it kind of, you didn't have the confidence, you had the insecurities. Mm-hmm. Did that kind of give you an edge and, with your accent going forward?
You know what? I think it starts with maybe, being a kid, at 21, I got in the real estate business. I was a couple years out of high school. Okay. So in high school, I was very shy, believe it or not, very shy, insecure, the accent, I had braces, I wore glasses. So, I wasn't like the popular kid that,
Were you fit?
Most likely to succeed. I did fit in, but I was just not like the popular kid.
Yeah.
I only had a couple friends, and I wrestled back in high school.
Oh, really?
I was in a wrestling team, but I wasn't like the kid that was outgoing, and so I was very shy.
Yeah.
So then going into real estate, having to sell, having to go out and meet clients and build rapport, and just connecting quickly. It was something that took me a little time, but again, because of my mentors, I was able to, step up fast. Now, I did work retail for a couple of years.
Okay.
And I think just working retail for 2 years gave me a lot of also selling tips,
Nice.
on how to connect with people.
Okay.
Because, being retail, having to be at a mall. I was working used to work at Montebello Mall.
Okay.
Robert Wayne. I don't know if you know the story.
Yeah, definitely.
I worked there for a little while. Then I worked at West Covina, Robert Wayne. Before that, I worked at Journeys. So I did a couple of years working in shoes. And the shoes, you were talking to people.
Yeah, you got
you
people
were selling
coming in.
shoes. You were trying to sell socks, products.
Yeah.
So that kind of started helping me with selling and connecting with people. And then from there, obviously, going into real estate. With the mentoring coaching, I was able to get much better.
Awesome. So I know I've heard you mention before. You say that at the beginning of your career, you're like you were saying, you're closing all these deals, making all this money, but you're still kind of broke, right? I heard you mention it before. And then you met your wife. How did that kind of change everything once you met your wife?
What happened was that obviously being single, making a lot of money, when guys are single, well, maybe not all guys, but me, we're out there hunting, and you're focusing now. Obviously, you got a job, you're selling, you're doing your real estate business, but I would say 50% of my time was also spent going out, clubs, partying, finding girls. So I think it's just all that time. I look back and I see. I got married when I was 33 years old.
Okay.
32 years old. I got married, but all my 20s, I can tell you, I wasted them on a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, and then making money, but spending the money. I was the guy that was making good money, and I went and bought the best Mercedes you can buy, and I bought a house in my mid 20s, and I had a mortgage payment. It was a nice house. Back in those days when you could get state income loans, no money down, so payments were pretty high. So I was just, nice house, big Mercedes, spending all this money, and then when you're going out, getting bottle services and shopping and stuff, you could spend $10,000 a month, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't even spend that now, and I make way more money, but it's just wasting money stupidly. So I would tell you, if I know guys are young, they want to go out and do stuff, but find a wife.
Find a wife, yeah.
Find a wife early.
That's what I did.
Or a girlfriend at least.
Yeah.
That keeps you.
Someone that's gonna hold you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
stable,
awesome.
and you're not out there doing crazy stuff. And even that, I never really had anybody until I started learning more. Because one of the things I learned already many years ago is you always got to keep learning.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have had someone in that timeline where they could have said, hey, you should buy some units. You should invest in some real estate. You should, take a little portion of your money and then maybe do a flip or something, right? I wasn't thinking wealth building. I was just thinking on making money and spending money.
Okay.
Which is completely different than the way I think now.
Yeah, definitely. And that all takes time. A lot of people feel like they're going to get that right away.
Exactly.
But I know it was a process for you to actually get there, right?
Exactly.
So what would you say to somebody who's just starting out? It could be any business, really. Maybe if you could give them 3 key factors to your success.
One, I would say you have to educate yourself. I think
that's big,
especially business. You have to learn about business. You have to learn about how to build a business.
Yeah.
So the reality is, you can go to school and you can go to get your degrees and all kinds of stuff, but you're not really learning too much on becoming an entrepreneur. And so I would say number 1. Learn, educate yourself, find a mentor. Learn from somebody. If you're gonna own a restaurant, find a mentor that is successful owning restaurants and pay them to help you and learn from them how to put a restaurant together. Restaurants are very difficult to manage.
Competition.
And even like 95% of people, I believe, I heard that open up restaurants fail.
Yeah.
So why? It's just because they don't know how to run a business. Real estate, same thing. You get into real estate, you gotta learn how to build your business in real estate. Get mentoring, get coaching, read some books about business. Second, I would say, understand that it takes hard work. Any business you do, you got to put a lot of hard work in the beginning, and you never really stop working hard. Maybe you learn how to work smart and better, but you're always going to have to work hard. It's just you become more efficient with your time. So some people get into real estate thinking it's going to be easy, flexible,
Good money.
right?
Yeah.
People think, oh my God, I can make money, come in at 11, get out at 3, happy hour, right?
Yeah.
Have a 2-hour lunch,
Yeah.
and I'm going to make money. Is that true?
No, definitely not.
It's definitely not. And in real estate, I mean, you could pretty much make as much money as you want.
Yeah.
So if you work enough time or hours to make $50,000, then you can make $50,000. If you want to make $300,000, you can make $300,000.
Yeah.
But you have to take the steps,
Put in the work.
do the activities and the work to get there. If you want to make $1 million, you can make $1 million. Obviously, there's a formula behind how to get to that level. So I would say, you got to learn. So mentoring, educate yourself, a lot of hard work. Your mind, you got to believe that you can do it.
Definitely.
I think if you open a business and in the back of your mind, you're telling yourself, I'm not going to make it. This is wrong. This is
You're going to be right.
Oh my God, why did I do this? And if every day you're telling yourself that you're going to fail, guess what happens?
You're going to fail.
You're going to fail. Now also, if everybody around you, which is your family, your friends, people you know, are all telling you, que menso, porque lo hiciste, right? Can I say bad words here? Probably not.
Yeah.
If they tell you, why did you do this? You're not going to make it. That's the worst business you should get. I mean, if you keep getting all this negativity and all this feedback around you.
Did you get some of that?
I did a little bit. When I was, I remember when I was going to open my office, people tell me, this is not, you shouldn't be opening an office.
200 agents later.
And we're now 200 agents. So people tell me to wait. They told me I shouldn't do it, that I wasn't ready, that we're not going to make it. But it felt right for us, for me and my wife. It wasn't just my decision. It was me and my wife.
Awesome.
It felt like it was the time for us to do it. And we got, I could tell you multiple people that said, don't do it. It's not going to work. We said, yeah, we're going to do it. And we kept saying, we're going to build it. And here we are. So
that's awesome.
So, get rid of all that negativity around you and also work on your mind. And I think the biggest problem is that the negativity normally comes from us.
Yeah, definitely.
That we don't believe, and we kind of step on ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold those back, and it's a big problem you see out there throughout.
Yeah, definitely. That's why affirmations are so important, right?
Yeah.
You can tell yourself, and the more you say it, the more your mind subconsciously is going to believe it.
Exactly.
That's something that I do every single day, and it's really helped me out. But yeah, man, thanks for sharing that. That's super awesome. I got maybe a couple of more questions to go through. Just these are going to be more fun, rapid fire. So I have it right here. I actually have to read these. Well, you know what? I didn't even go over why do you believe that success is contagious? Why is that so important?
You know what? It's funny. That started. It's a long story, but I'll give you the short story. When we opened the office, we wanted to. We had like a concept. We said, okay, having worked at other offices where there was a lot of negativity, a lot of drama, and just not a good environment or energy. We wanted to open an office the opposite. Just great culture, great environment, culture, energy,
yeah.
and also be able to share what I was doing, because I ran a pretty successful team for close to 10 years now.
Wow.
Or even longer than that. So, and doing over $1 million in production.
Mm.
So when we opened the company, I was like, what can I share what I do with my agents?
Yeah, it's not a secret.
Open book and open door policy.
Yeah,
everybody
definitely.
shares. And that was the beginning of our office. And then as we started growing the company, we started bringing agents. We started recruiting, more seasoned agents. And then they were going from doing 10 million to 20 million. And they were going from doing 20 million to 40 million. Or even people that were doing 5 million went to 50 million. They started doing more business. And then and we still do this. I mean, and we all share with each other. We all have an open door. Anybody
Definitely.
Everybody's just open about what they do. And we would post a lot of our numbers on social media, right? And we were the new kids coming up, and we started getting some haters.
Really?
Commenting like, "What do you guys post your numbers? What are you guys bragging? Why do you guys put that you guys had a great month, or how many sales you guys did?" And I remember little drama of that. This is many years ago. And I remember one time saying, listen, the reason we do this is because we're just sharing wins.
Yeah.
We're not bragging. We're sharing wins. We're sharing that business is great.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
a lot of business out there. And if I have a guy that's doing 8 deals a month or 10 deals a month, if I did 20 deals a month in with my team, why not share it?
Yeah.
Because we want to inspire others so that they can also know that it's possible. And then I said, success is contagious. On that sentence, I'm actually having a little fight on Facebook with someone. And I put success is contagious. And then that was like, oh, wow, that's a cool phrase, success is contagious. And then we just started using that more and more and more. And now it's been a hashtag and that we always use and part of our event, Success Contagious event. And
definitely.
Because, and I do believe that, guys, if you surround yourself with other successful people, if you surround yourself with positive people, then you're going to become like that.
Definitely.
You can't become an ego surrounding yourself with turkeys.
Yeah, definitely.
So you got to watch your environment. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good because that's actually why I went to the one where you had Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up in the office. So back then when I went to, I think I was just getting my real estate license. I don't think I had it yet. And literally all of last year, 8 months I worked. I felt like I was working my butt off and I had 0 transactions. Mm-hmm. And this year, it's not like a huge jump, but I really believe success is contagious because, I mean, I'm closing my 10th and 11th deal of the year this week. I know it's not anything crazy, but, I mean, and I'm really open with the audience that, how, with my numbers and stuff like that. Not really numbers, but just like how I literally had $22 in my pocket at the beginning of this year, and God's just been super faithful to me and just the surroundings that we have here in the office. So it's been a blessing to me. And one of the biggest reasons I came to this office was because of that. And I remember you and Jeanette opened up with you just wanted to thank God for all the blessings that you guys have. So that really got me. And I was like, I need to be in that office, man.
Yeah,
so
thank you, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Well, I think, and that's how we think too. God first, and family, health, and business, and in that order.
Nice.
Because if all you think about is your business and making money, and then your family suffering, or obviously God is not present, or your health, you're not watching your health, and, how you eat, sleeping, stress, all this stuff, then you're not going to be successful. You're going to be miserable. Yeah. So, but that's cool, man. I'm glad that
I appreciate that, man.
Because I remember Jeanette made that speech. And we cried. We were like, "Oh man, this is so beautiful."
Yeah, it was really good, man. It was really good. And I was like, I need to be part of this stuff right here, man, because you guys are doing amazing things in the whole industry. I know you're part of NAREP, and then really quick, share what you guys are doing with the poker, charity poker tournament.
So we started this. This is going to be our 6th annual charity poker event, and it's all benefits go to Children's Hospital Miracle Network. And our first tournament 6 years ago, we got involved with it. One, because I love poker, so I like to play poker, and then also we really wanted to give back to. We were looking for the right cause, and we were introduced to Children's Hospital because of Remax. Also, is a big supporter of Miracle Network, and we went to the hospital, and this might be 7 years ago, and we realized, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and I have a 5-year-old son. But being there and getting a tour and seeing the parents, what they go through, and seeing the kids, I mean, it's sad to see what some people go through. Yeah. At the same time, it reminds you to be thankful for what you have. And I remember after that tour, we prayed and we said, "Thank you, God, for our kids being healthy," and we were like, "How can we help?" We just thought we need to do something to help out, So then we started this charity event, and I remember the first year, I think we made like $11,000 or $12,000. I don't remember exactly, but it was great. It was fun, and then we said next year let's do bigger, and then we went bigger and bigger. So last year we raised $51,000.
Wow, that's so awesome!
One event. We're actually the #1 office in Southern California, Hawaii, and even in the region that sponsors or has the biggest charity event that raises the most amount of money.
Wow.
From one single event. And also
so
our
awesome.
office, Remax Top Producers as a whole, which we have 3 offices. We are one of the top offices. I think we're the second office in the region that donates the most money to Miracle Network every year. So it's nice to know that we're making a difference.
Definitely.
We're helping kids, we're helping families, and we're also helps our agents, because our agents are getting involved too. And me and my wife are very involved, and even my kids are involved. I think my daughter wants to play poker this year. She's only 8, but she's like, "Daddy, can I play?" So I'm like, "Let's see, we'll see if we can be part of the game."
What's the goal this year?
$60,000.
Wow, that's so amazing.
$60,000. We had it in the background here, but it's November 16th.
Okay.
So November 16th is going to be in the afternoon. Starts, I believe, at 2 p.m. So if anybody is interested, reach out to Robert. I'm sure he can give you the information.
Definitely.
Maybe you can post the website. But it's $100 buy-in to play the poker game. It's $40 if you just want to come over, get some food, some drinks, and just network. We get about 300-400 people there, and it's a great place to network, meet some people, hang around. We got entertainment too. Also, I was going to say something, and then Hector messed me up right now because there's somebody over there that's making faces at me. But, sponsors. We are looking for sponsors. So if you want to be part of the event, and, we need sponsors, so we would love to have you guys. We have all kinds of levels of sponsoring.
Okay.
So from as low as $50 to, we have today, within an hour, we raised $8,000.
Wow.
By reaching out to
Guys,
certain sponsors. Awesome. We have different levels. But at the same time, you sponsoring with us, we're going to help you promote your business through social media. I do videos with the sponsors, and we're also going to do a lot of marketing and branding for you at the actual event. So it's going to be a win-win for everybody.
Awesome. Yeah. So guys, you guys can reach out to me, reach out to Christian Fuentes. You could actually reach him on Instagram, Facebook. He's always available. And this is going to be huge. I really feel like you guys are going to surpass 60,000 by a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be so awesome.
I hope so, man. I think we are.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. And then once you guys, I know you guys just did a commercial, so once you get that, send it over to me. I'll repost it, and we'll do all that. Man.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll share that. And then
we need players too, so if you'd like to play poker, this would be perfect for you.
Yeah, I might have to join you guys this year now that I can actually afford to buy in.
That's right. You play poker?
Yeah, I play poker.
Right.
Texas, right? Texas Hold'em?
Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, I know. I enjoy it, man. So I'll be there this year. I'm going to make sure my wife and I are there.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to respect your time. I did have a couple of questions, but thank you so much for being on, man. I really appreciate it. And I hope we can just inspire somebody and motivate somebody to get going. There's a lot of people out there that are scared. They have that fear to actually move forward. And someone from a background not in real estate and from Mexico came and just is doing it. Owns all these businesses and is really just tearing up the industry, man. So
thank you, brother. Thank you. Just to close it up, guys, remember, it's it's all in your mind. If you believe you can do it, you could do it. Never stop. I think anytime that you want to get into a new business, even in real estate, there's a fear that holds you back. I was having a conversation with someone a couple days ago. They have a full-time job, and they actually sold, I think, already like 4 or 5 houses part-time.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I'm like, did you know you already made the money that you would have made on your business? And they go, I know. And they're so excited. I go, do you imagine if you just were full-time in real estate, you would probably do 3 or 4 times the amount of money that you make in your normal job? They're like, I know, but I'm just afraid. It's just secure.
Yeah.
I get a steady paycheck every month, and I understand that, and I know sometimes we just get complacent. But man, if you really want to live life to the fullest, and you want to go after your dream, you want to make more money, you gotta take that step.
Leap of faith.
Take that step, but know that you're gonna go all out, and then also know that there's people around you. Not the negative people and the haters. There's other people that are actually going to help you, push you, and help you grow, and they're going to be cheering for you. Yep. So surround yourself with those guys, and I can tell you your business is going to succeed for sure. Yeah,
and if you're looking for a new office,
success is contagious. Remax Top Producers.
There you go. You heard it here first, man. If you need to know where it's at, 618 or North Diamond Bar Boulevard. And we'll go ahead and take care of you guys, man.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate you.
All right.